Within the vast mosaic of reported UFO encounters, certain incidents stand out more distinctly than others, capturing both the imagination and scrutiny of enthusiasts and skeptics alike. Foremost among these mysterious occurrences is the Westall UFO encounter, a startling event that unfolded in the quiet suburban backdrop of Clayton South in Melbourne, Australia. What sets this incident apart from countless others is not only the sheer numbers of individuals who bore witness to the strange craft, but also the cloud of secrecy and intrigue that subsequently enveloped the story. Even after decades, the Westall UFO sighting remains a fascinating puzzle in the world of unexplained aerial phenomena. On the morning of April 6, 1966, the grounds of Westall High School in Clayton South buzzed with energy and excitement as students and teachers participated in a sports event. However, shortly after 11 a.m., an anomaly in the sky caught the collective gaze of those present. More than 200 astounded witnesses, ranging from excited students to incredulous faculty members, reported seeing an unfamiliar aerial craft. This object, glowing with a distinct silvery green hue, effortlessly descended towards an adjacent wild grass field, captivating all those who looked upon it. Its shape echoed the descriptions from popular UFO lore, saucer-like, with a smooth, metallic sheen. The craft's maneuvers were unlike any conventional aircraft. It hovered gracefully just a few meters above the ground, casting a shadow that danced upon the grass beneath. However, as quickly as it had appeared, the object ascended with a swift motion, disappearing behind a cluster of trees that bordered the field, leaving no trace of its origin or destination. What intensified the witnesses' awe and bewilderment were the object's movements. It traversed the sky with a speed and precision that defied comprehension, all the while remaining eerily silent. No roar of engines, no sonic boom, just an unsettling quiet that contrasted starkly with its dynamic display. Adding layers to this mystery, several observers fervently claimed that they spotted additional smaller aircraft, seemingly scouting or accompanying the primary UFO in its course. These smaller craft, described by some as being akin to miniaturized versions of the primary UFO, seemed to flit around the main object in an almost orchestrated manner. Their movements were described as swift, purposeful, and synchronized, leading some to speculate that they might have been drones or scout ships associated with the main vessel. While the aerial performance lasted a mere 20 minutes, its effects were enduring. As the UFO vanished from sight, it left behind an indelible mark on the field, a circular patch of grass, pressed down as if by some immense weight or force. This tangible evidence served as a haunting reminder of the morning's extraordinary events. As the UFO disappeared behind the tree line, the Westall High School was abuzz with a cacophony of reactions. The immediate aftermath was a blend of amazement, uncertainty, and trepidation. Students and teachers exchanged hurried conversations, trying to make sense of what they had just witnessed, while some, driven by curiosity and a sense of bravery, rushed towards the field to investigate the extraordinary event. Others opted for caution. They stayed back, processing the sight from the relative safety of the school grounds, their eyes wide and filled with a mixture of wonder and apprehension. Shortly after the sighting, the situation became even more perplexing when unmarked vehicles, devoid of any recognizable insignia or governmental logos, swiftly converged on the school grounds. Along with these vehicles, a group of unidentified men made their presence known. Their rapid arrival raised eyebrows, especially given that the incident occurred in a suburban school, not a typical hotspot for such immediate official attention. As these men meticulously combed through the area, especially focusing on the spot where the craft allegedly landed, it sparked widespread speculation. The sheer speed and efficiency of their response, coupled with their anonymous attire, led many witnesses and later investigators to surmise that there might have been prior knowledge or a covert operational protocol for such events. The possibility of government or military involvement became a prevalent theory, with some speculating that they were there to contain, investigate, or perhaps even cover up an event that they were all too familiar with. Later, numerous witnesses, many of them students, came forward with unsettling accounts of intimidation. They described encounters with enigmatic men in suits, individuals who did not identify themselves or their affiliations. These men allegedly took a keen interest in those who claimed to have seen the UFO, warning them in no uncertain terms to remain silent about their experiences. The gravity of these claims was underscored by the stories of students being abruptly removed from their ongoing classes, only to find themselves face to face with these unidentified individuals. In these unscheduled interviews, the students recounted being grilled, questioned, and in some cases threatened about their accounts of the event. This systematic effort to muffle voices and suppress first-hand accounts further deepened the mystery and led many to believe that the Westall UFO sighting was not just an isolated event, but part of a larger narrative that certain entities were desperate to keep under wraps. Despite this, the news of the unparalleled event spread like wildfire, not just within the school but throughout the community. Local media, always on the lookout for a captivating story, quickly descended upon the scene. Newspapers splashed headlines about the mysterious object seen over Clayton South, and TV stations aired interviews with excited students and bewildered teachers, all eager to share their first-hand accounts of the phenomenon. Yet, as the media storm grew, the official responses were markedly reserved. Instead of acknowledging the possibility of an unidentified flying object, authorities offered more terrestrial explanations. They suggested that the spectacle might have been the result of an experimental aircraft having some technical difficulties, or perhaps it was just a misidentified weather balloon drifting off course. These official stances, however, were met with skepticism by those who had witnessed the event. The testimonies of hundreds, each corroborating the other, painted a picture vastly different from the mundane explanations provided by the authorities. The discrepancies between what was seen and what was officially reported only deepened the mystery, leading many to question why there was an apparent reluctance to recognize the inexplicable nature of the event. Following the episode at Westall High School, the desire to uncover the truth led to a series of investigations. Although the government remained noticeably reticent, neither confirming nor denying any formal investigation, the vacuum was filled by fervent UFO enthusiasts and research organizations. The enigma of the Westall UFO became a focal point in Australian ufology. Multiple theories emerged in the aftermath, some holding steadfastly to the idea of life beyond our planet, argued in favor of an extraterrestrial explanation. They believed that the craft's advanced maneuvers and appearance were characteristic of alien technology far beyond human capabilities at the time. Skeptics, on the other hand, searched for more grounded explanations. Some pointed to unusual weather patterns or atmospheric anomalies as the culprit. Others, given the collective nature of the sighting, raised the possibility of mass hysteria or shared hallucination, suggesting that the heightened emotions of the event may have influenced perceptions. As the years turned to decades, the Westall UFO incident continued to intrigue and perplex researchers and the public alike. Conferences, documentaries, and discussions have further examined every facet of that day. Yet despite the exhaustive inquiries and the passage of time, the incident remains shrouded in mystery with no universally accepted explanation. However, the Westall UFO sighting didn't merely fade into the annals of history. Instead, it left a lasting imprint on those who witnessed it firsthand, and also significantly influenced the wider UFO community, both in Australia and internationally. For the direct witnesses, the experience was transformative. Many have recounted how the event altered their perceptions of the unknown, and in some cases, even the course of their lives. Personal stories abound of those who, driven by what they saw that day, delved into careers or hobbies related to space, aviation, or the study of unexplained phenomena. The incident became a shared experience, binding them together, a topic they would discuss, debate, and reminisce about for decades. In the larger context, the Westall sighting solidified its place as a seminal event in Australian ufology. As word spread and interest grew, the incident began drawing enthusiasts from far and wide. These researchers, driven by a mix of curiosity and a quest for truth, made the Westall sighting a case study, analyzing it from every possible angle. The school grounds and the adjacent field where the UFO was spotted became hallowed sites for the community. Regular gatherings and commemorations began taking place, drawing both the old witnesses and new generations of curious individuals. As time has passed, the mystique surrounding the Westall UFO encounter has only grown. More than just another entry in a long list of UFO sightings, this particular incident stands out, primarily because of the sheer number of people who witnessed it and the clarity with which they observed the unexplained phenomenon. Over half a century later, it still beckons researchers, skeptics, believers, and the merely curious alike. In an age of rapid technological advancements and the continual quest for knowledge, it's incidents like Westall that remind us of the vastness of what we don't know. The numerous first-hand accounts, juxtaposed against the lack of a universally accepted explanation, make the Westall encounter a compelling puzzle. The enduring allure of the Westall sighting lies not just in the quest for extraterrestrial life, but in our innate drive to explore the unexplained, to challenge the boundaries of our understanding, and to always keep looking up, wondering what else might be out there.